Hello. It's been a while, but I'm here now. I am about an hour and 41 minutes into the day after the 7/7 portal. If you're new here, hi. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Excuse me, seriously, like when I tell you that my vision about this channel would be like 5 subscribers at most, so that my immediate family knows that I'm alive while I'm on my adventures, then like that'd be cool. So we're only this channel is only 4 subscribers away from reaching 60 subscribers, and that's probably 50 people I don't know. So welcome if you're new here. Let's do this work together. This is just a community space. It's not anything but the place to just kind of sort yourself out. I hope that that's what I've been able to help you do during this time, or I'm able to help you do in the future. If that just involves me talking at myself on camera and feeling more than me in the individual sense, then like, hell yeah. Nice to meet you. I didn't look up what the 7/7 portal is for. I'm definitely a jack of all trades, master of none in like certain areas of spirituality, and so I know I probably looked it up last year, but this year I just felt Yemoja Yemaya mom kind of thing, and anyways, so portal days are like my favorite. Memento Mori. I'm in, and I'm feeling a very, very dense form of dark acceptance. Choice feeds fate. So it's like really comfortable. I've been really inspired by the ideas of plasma. Some of you may be used to moving, embrace your shadow. What the hell did I say? Depthy. Like, it's deep in there, inside and out. Like, even the light is shrouded in darkness. Like, you've been going through it. Trust you're familiar. So, wings could be significant, feathers could be significant, black and white wings, black cats, roses. It's like, I've been feeling, this one wanted to come out, the path is lit. So it just does feel like, really like depthy of outer space. Like, it's not smothered in galaxies in the nighttime sky anymore. This is just pitch black in every direction, type shit. And so that's where I feel like you're sitting in, and you're pretty comfortable in that. Make music. I actually wrote a song today. I was so inspired. So like, you're in this dark place, and that's an excellent place for you to start like embracing that shadow aspect in order to use the darkness to create. It's like, yes, you are maybe a flower or something that relies on a lot of sunlight and photosynthesis, but like, there's also the part of you that's mycelium, and and types of you, parts of you that are very comfortable creating in the dark versus like resting in the light or something. So it's just like you are reflecting on the choices that led you to the here and to the now, while also like just walking that path of like, it's like it's in this reading, it's in here. It's almost like you are stepping into, that's too much. You are stepping into you support. Yeah, so some of you need to call your friends. Especially that one friend that probably keeps telling you to call them if you're ever feeling down. Future past. What did I say? You're walking forward while also reflecting on your past and how your choices led you here. For everything, a season. Bunnies could be significant. For everything, a season. It's like embrace your shadow is the everything. A season. Like there is going to be a season of you that is entire darkness, and a season of you that will be shrouded in light, and many seasons of you that are these interesting mechanisms of both. You need to trust your familiar and get support. I'm hearing like it's fine to be social, no need to recluse. Like you need to create and you need to connect. Eight could be significant. There's 8 cards from Memento Mori. Yeah, like right off the bat, like I'm getting, yeah, you're in a dark place. We're gonna do the Egyptian Book of the Dead next. Yeah, you're in like a really dark place, but like it's almost like Spirit is saying that's exactly where you need to be in order to do some things. Like you can do both. Est, the Great Pout, compassion, love, medicine, magic, royal authority. Est is the proper or Egyptian name of Isis. Isis energy is, I believe, the High Priestess. I'm not very versed in tarot. If you haven't already figured that out, I'm working on it. But Est is the Egyptian pronunciation of what or who we commonly know as Isis. So your major arcana is like part of the great Ennead, the great balance of energies in the universe. And then your second card is Amulet, which I already know is for protection. So we'll get right into it. Key ideas are healing, restoration, and enchantment. Est is the principal goddess in the Egyptian pantheon, making this a very powerful card indeed. It indicates that a magical time in your life is about to begin. Est is a healing goddess, and so this card sometimes suggests that a time of healing is needed. Yeah. Which could mean recuperation after an illness or something more pleasant, such as spending a weekend at a spa. This is also the card of magical journey, such as a spiritual retreat and pilgrimage to sacred sites or places that hold significance to you and your family. You may also feel called to become a healer yourself, perhaps waking up a course in counseling or psychology, or taking up a course. That's crazy because today, like on Portal Day, my mom and I went to the beach. Well, my mom, my grandma, my stepdad, and I went to the beach. And I was like, today's the 7/7 portal, and I have a very like maternal, like I have a very maternalized relationship with Yamoja, whose sacred number is 7. And so 7 is like, I've associated it with my lucky number. And so I really wanted to go to the beach, and I was like, I just need to be close to you. I just want to like sink my feet in and get some water and just be near you for a little while. And so I got like I emptied up a water bottle and I put some ocean water in there. And it's not, it's not, look, it wasn't about, you know, I'm not doing anything with it other than communing with my mother. And this is a part of her. And so I'm just kind of like with my human mom. Um, my mom is also very much like connected to that Yamoja energy. And she's a Cancer, you know, and she loves the beach just because, and so she was out there longer than I was. My grandma absolutely can't not stand the beach, and she was having a panic attack, and I felt so bad. And my stepdad, it was at his job technically, so he could be there whenever he wants. But just thinking about that, like, about the recuperating from an illness or even a weekend at a spa, magical journey, spiritual retreats, or places that are significant to you and your family. Like I went to the beach, which is a place that is significant to my family, but also my culture. So that's really interesting. But yeah, like maybe you need to do something like that, or have recently done something like that, where you visit like a place that either is a sacred site. Some of you probably have gone to sacred sites recently. 11:33 when I was going to say that some of you also have made plans to be in places that are significant either to your memory, to your childhood, um, could have significance with like using ancient wisdom as the healing agent in your life. I hope that makes sense. With Est as your guide, you might suddenly find that you have itchy feet and you're eager to be off on adventures following your heart. Allow Est to lead the way, and she will guide you towards the right places at the right time, where you will find it easy to make connections and meet the right people. This is a restorative journey for you, one which energizes you and brings you joy. The card of Est can also indicate that you need to let more magic into your life. Be open to the enchantment of the world. Believe in soulmates, fate, destiny, and magic. Take your spellcraft to the next level. Learn the magic of Est and remember that there is a spark of her divinity inside you. Use her power wisely and for the greater good. So, like, I don't. This is the energy of. Whew, and the shift in the room. I don't. Ugh, there's a big ass shift. As I'm about to say. This energy is very primordial. And so, like, there are masters of this craft already in existence. You are not alone, and that's why you need to be getting support. You do not have to navigate this part alone. This is something that you can have in common. I guess, like, simply because that's, like, you had a similar upbringing, I'm guessing, and you're reminiscing. I have friends like that. Like, I'll call my bestie AJ, and we will just rag the cult we came out of while also like giving it its props where it's due. And so it's just kind of cathartic because it's like I'm finding there's good somewhere in there. It's just, my god, like, what the fuck. And we're out of it, and there's like this morbidity to surviving that. And now you're just kind of like, well, this is where I am now as a result of being the first to get out of that bullshit, right? So this is a very primordial energy. This is a very connective energy. This is very like protons, neutrons, electrons, atoms. This is just like base level, like the simplistic piece of the recipe of life. And in this case, Great Ennead would be kind of like breaking off that balance into 8 pieces. Or 9 pieces, sorry. So anyways, I'm rambling, but I feel like you needed to... I say everything for a reason. Like, there are just some wacky ass people on this channel apparently, and there's gonna be more, and that's really fucking rad, and we get each other, and that's great. So like when I'm rambling, I'm more so telling myself that I feel annoying, but it's because I don't like the sound of my own voice. But I feel moved to share these things regardless. Protection, good luck, magic, that's the amulet is next. So, amulets were very popular with the ancient Egyptians. As an amulet is a charm that has links to the animal kingdom, so things like a scarab charm, a rabbit's foot, feathers, and so on. In Egypt, amulets were made for all budgets, so most people would have carried 1 or 2. They were actually worn as a protective symbol, but could also be imbued with magic for a specific purpose, such as love charms or prosperity amulets. This card is an amulet in itself, and when it shows up in a reading, it offers the gifts of protection and good fortune. It suggests a time of lucky breaks, opportunity, and chance encounters, which are all working out for your highest good. This card foretells happy windfalls too, particularly in the riches, or if the riches or pyramid cards are also present. However, if the amulet is the only positive card in a reading, then it is cautioning you to protect yourself from the ill wishes of others. Pay heed to this warning. Be careful who you trust, protect your own interests, and maintain strong boundaries. Yo. I don't really know what else to say to you. You need to connect. You need to reach out. It's not going to kill you if you don't, but it's more like this being in a creative space, even if you're in an angst, even if you're in a funk, even if you're feeling, not very coherent or whatever. It's like if you're picking yourself apart for whatever reason because you're in the dark place, you're integrating and embracing your shadow, and sometimes your shadow is a cranky ass bitch, and I get it. Sometimes like looking at your past self is like hard, but you don't have to do that alone. I think like we encourage socializing a lot of things in an as soon as possible way. Like I don't often hear in like natural settings people feeling like the animals should, be more like us, where it takes us like so many years to develop into something independent, and like a deer plops out of its mom and is just running within the hour. So it's just like, but anyways, you're in that kind of space though, where it's darkness, it's dense, and you can create and you can connect. And you are protected, and you can trust your intuition. You can trust that you are protected, and that you are walking in this like enchanted space. Like you are the enchantment, you are the healer, you are the restorer. I feel like in your family, probably, especially like you could be in healthcare, or you could be like the person that's like trying to advocate for your family, that is like one of the only ones with means, whatever that may be. You're trying to elevate the standings from something so that you can do well for the world. I sense a lot of that coming off this, so I don't know what else to say to you. You are definitely in the right place at the right time to be able to reach out for support and do some creative things. Like you can create, like, honestly, I'm even moved to say, like, you can create the spreadsheet, you can create the travel binder, you can do that, like, vision board, you can do whatever it is that you're, and it's almost like sometimes you're doing that spiritual work to manifest, but sometimes you're also using that to heal yourself, giving back to yourself, like ministering to the self is what I'm hearing. Because like reaching out for support is mutual. You give a lot, and you would, so like it's okay for there to be some reciprocity right now between you and others. So don't be afraid to do that. Ugh. Path is lit. That's it. The path is lit. You're good to go. Bye bye.